Hey there, fellow sojourners, and welcome back to another edition of Appropriate in the Culture. On today's episode, we dissect an unintentionally hilarious opening for the NBC drama New Amsterdam and discuss the competency decline in Hollywood and what that means for us. I'm Pastor Shane. I'll be your opportunist today as we appropriate some culture. So as I'm sure you've noticed, most of television is dedicated to four professions: cop, lawyer, doctor, and some rendition of first responder, EMT, firefighter, your pick. The television landscape is littered with cop procedurals, medical dramas, legal dramas, or some 45-minute formulaic, forgettable TV with cookie-cutter concepts, interchangeable characters, and minimalistic through lines. And these profession procedurals are hardly ever heralded as the pinnacle of creative brilliance, except for my show, Dr. Firefighter Cop Esquire, on CBS. Most of them are perfunctory, but recently NBC's New Amsterdam raised the bar on medical dramas and challenged us all with the power of storytelling. Take a look. Oh my goodness, what drama! Horror, tears, slow motion running, coffee cups falling from the hands. What happened? Was Kaiser Soze found? Was a beloved character killed in a terrible accident? Maybe Dr. What's-Her-Name or Dr. Strong Jawline? He's my favorite. What on earth happened? Roe v. Wade was overturned. Okay, so I made myself watch this full episode, which was hard to do because I have a fully functional prefrontal cortex, so I'm not the target audience. But this series clearly takes place in New York. New Amsterdam was a Dutch settlement in Manhattan in the 1600s. And one thing I do know about New York is they lit up the One World Trade Center pink in celebration of the passing of the Reproductive Health Act, which states, quote, that an abortion may be performed by a licensed, certified, or authorized practitioner within 24 weeks from the commencement of pregnancy, or there is an absence of fetal viability, or at any time when necessary to protect a patient's life or health. So, by New York law, abortion is legal for any reason up until 24 weeks. Here's some images of babies born premature at 23 weeks. In New York, this baby, this far along in development, can legally be killed for any reason. And the overturning of Roe v. Wade does nothing about that. So what we have in New Amsterdam is a powerful moment in the lives of these characters in which literally nothing happened to them. What drama! But let's break down the film. Watery eyes, can't believe it. Looks to his daughter. He wonders, is it too late to abort her? Look at her. She's awful. Children are awful. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. He wants to abort her so bad, and in New York, that might be legal. That's weird, right? Thinking about abortion and then looking to your daughter. Well, he's worried. What kind of future will my daughter have? Obviously, she's going to have tons of unprotected sex, and she might get pregnant from that. And if she doesn't want to have that child, if she doesn't want to responsibly deal with the natural and totally foreseeable consequences of her actions, she might not be able to kill her child, provided that she chose to live in a state where it's restricted and has no means of getting across state lines. What kind of future is that? I don't want to be a grandfather. Ugh. That's creepy and weird, right? But not only is it morally reprehensible, not only is the character motivation creepy and dubious, but artistically it's also just a blatant ripoff of my short film, No, No, Please God, No, Why God, Why?
There you go. That's half the battle. Josh Allen is, likely to be limited. I mean, listen, there's multiple doctors giving multiple opinions on this one. Sean McDermott sort of indicated at his press conference on Monday that we would know a little bit more today as we got through the day, but we wait for the final diagnosis.
Uncanny similarities. Let's keep going. A Zoom? What is this, a home video? What kind of choice is that? And insert cliche. Man, they're dropping phones, they're dropping coffee. The grip strength of these doctors is very concerning. Next. Walking, two ladies comforting each other. Two more ladies comforting each other. He freezes like he felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of babies will suddenly be born. And then we have this scene, which in every meaningful way is exactly the same as the first scene, just repeating the same beat, because hey, we got time to kill. Then, slow-mo running. Why is she running? What, she just realized she has to get an abortion? Gotta fit it in under the wire? She's gotta quickly reach her congressman? Why is she running? This makes no sense. And then finally, the climactic gathering at the television for some reason. What is the character motivation here? You're not checking on the score of a game or monitoring the progress of a coming hurricane. There's nothing to monitor. It's a court decision. You already have all of the information. We saw you get the information. Nothing will change. There's nothing to monitor. Why is everyone gathering all at once around the television like it's the Avengers assembling? Who directed that? Why didn't any of these actors, these artists, raise their hand and go, this makes no sense. Why would my character just storm over to the television? But what also strikes me from that entire sequence is that every character on that show thinks and feels exactly the same way about the topic. So, where's the conflict? Otherwise known as drama. I mean, wouldn't it obviously be more interesting if the characters had different feelings on the issue and came at it from different angles? We didn't see that. Instead, they chose the most boring, uninspired, and uninteresting means of tackling this issue, which tends to happen when you're far more interested in the message than the story. And increasingly, that's Hollywood. They are more concerned about the message and hammering home wokeism and virtue signaling and less interested in storytelling. The result is garbage like New Amsterdam. It's ham-fisted, it's creatively bankrupt, it's frankly embarrassing. And it persuades nobody. It resonates with nobody, except for the few true believers who already agree with you. But as the quality of Hollywood diminishes, that's an opportunity for us to fill that void, and we need to take advantage of it. All right, well, I'm going to stop there for today. As always, if you like what we're doing here, share, like, rate, review, subscribe on the YouTube channel, join my author's Facebook page, check out my other podcast, Critically Acclaimed, follow me on Locals, Twitter, or other social places, and I'll see you next week for more Appropriate in the Culture.